Um, my brain is mush today. I don't know why. My word. Um, and then I know that there are some people doing some frontline promos and some other promos for their downline. So check with your upline to see if they're doing anything special. And you know what? You can do one. You can do one for customers. You can do one for inception points. You can do one to encourage your prospects to jump off that fence. You don't have to wait for one of us to do a promo. Do one yourself. Think outside the box. Let me mute everybody. Think outside the box and do your own promo. This is your business. You're the CEO of it, right? So do your own promo. So I've talked to several of you this week, and there's been some frustration. And we're just going to get real and raw. So I hope you got on steel-toed boots, because y'all know how I am. I'm just going to tell you straight and tell you exactly how it is. But there's been actually 3 different people. The last one was today that are frustrated with how things are going right now. And it's boom season. And a lot of us, our points are below where they were last month. Or they're not booming like we expected, right? It's April. It's the best month of the year. It's boom season. People are getting ready for spring and summer. And guess what? The economy is not the same as it has been every other April ever. And a lot of you are frustrated. And I'm going to tell you, there have been times over the last 7 years. Next month is going to be 7 years that I've been here. I can't even hardly believe that. It's been an unreal journey. But I'm just going to tell you, there have been times over the last 7 years that I can't even tell you how frustrated I was. I can remember sitting in the first year or so. I was still working at my job, but I can remember being at my kitchen table, because that's when the desk was. I had everything spread out all over my kitchen table. I had notebooks, spiral notebooks, and oh gosh, I'm just going to shake. I'm in my shoe shed, so I've got all my stuff. Look, these spiral notebooks right there, you see them in the corner? Those are full of names. Every one of those books are full of prospect names. This was before we had Teamsy and before we got a little bit more technologically savvy than we were. Every one of the spiral notebooks were full of names. And I mean, I was working it. I was ready for the explosion. And I can remember sitting at my kitchen table, putting my head down and just actually crying, because I had set up hundreds of new chats at this point. I mean, I was hunting people down, and I had sent out tons of follow-ups, and not one person had signed up in 2 weeks. I think it wasn't April. It might have been, I don't remember. It was early spring. I remember it being early spring. Not one person had signed up in 2 weeks. And I had just gotten a text from someone that I had spent a lot of time with that had lost weight. I helped coach her. I remember actually writing out an entire weekly meal plan, put exactly what she told me, the foods that she liked. I spent a lot of time coaching her, and she ended up losing, I think, 7 pounds something in her first 8 days. And she had sent me a text and said that it's just not working for her, that she was sending her kit back. That was the straw, y'all. I was done. I sat there and I just boohooed, because I was just like, I'm doing all the things and I don't know. Nothing I'm doing is right. Everything I do is wrong. And I was doing my income producing activities every single day. Everything they told me to do, I wasn't just doing it. I was tripling and quadrupling them every single day. I remember the frustration, and I can remember saying, this is so stupid. I'm just going to quit. It's not worth it, you know? And I'm going to tell you, there were many days like that. And something inside me was stronger than the urge to quit. Something kept me going. I don't know. Sometimes it wasn't but just a little thin hair, or somebody might have said something, or I might have, just seen, well, I actually helped that person. Even though 3 of them sent it back, I helped one. Something held me on. It was that vision. It was that dream. It was that just that hope of what could be. And this was early on in the first 2 years. And I will tell you that most breakthroughs come after the breakdowns. So it's okay to be frustrated. It's okay to be discouraged. It's okay to just stomp your feet and have your temper tantrum every once in a while because you're doing all the things and you're not seeing the points move. But what it's not okay to do is quit. And if you haven't thought about quitting yet, the reality of that is that you're just not working hard enough. Because I can't even tell you how many times it would have been easier. That's the word, easier for me just to quit instead of rebuilding. But quitting just wasn't an option. I've rebuilt this business 3 times. And if I have to rebuild it 3 more times, I'll just do it. There's nothing that's going to stop me. You've got to get that tunnel vision. You've got to have that vision of where you're going to be at the end, no matter what arrows and what darts hit you and how many people send their kits back and how many people quit and how many pounds you didn't lose this week, whatever it is. I don't care what it is. You've got to plant your feet firmly in Zingular and know that this is going to take you to whatever it is that you want to go, no matter how long it takes you. I can promise you, I could have worked at my job another 25 years and they would not have paid me what I'm making now. I couldn't have got that kind of raise. So I wrote down some things. So listen to this. This is going to blow some minds. So Michael Jordan was cut from his high school basketball team. Michael Jordan. Okay. He missed more than 9,000 shots in his career. He lost almost 300 games. He missed the game-winning shot 26 times. He said, and I quote, "I failed over and over again in my life, and that is why I succeed." Some want it to happen. Some wish it would happen, but some make it happen. And this is one that I've told y'all a million times. Babe Ruth was the home run king. He had 714 home runs in his career, but he also had the record for the most strikeouts at 1,330. He says, "Every strikeout brings me closer to the next home run." Richard Branson, anybody know who he is? He is the billionaire mogul of Virgin Corporation. He's lost hundreds of millions of dollars on failed concepts, but he didn't quit. And now look at what he has. Mark Cuban, I love Shark Tank. Richard Branson's on Shark Tank. Mark Cuban's on Shark Tank, but he failed at numerous jobs until he and a college classmate founded broadcast.com and sold it to Yahoo for $5.7 billion. Elvis Presley was fired by the Grand Ole Opry and was told by the manager, "You ain't going nowhere, son." Elvis Presley. Stephen King received 30 rejections for Carrie and actually threw the draft in the garbage, and his wife took it out and sent it in. The rest is history. Y'all, I'm going to make 6 figures with Zingular this year. I've made 6 figures the last 2 years, and I get told no on a daily basis. And I've had to retrain my mind to think like all the people that I mentioned and get through the valleys and get through the hard times, because the mountaintops that you're going to get to, because they always come after those valleys, are worth every hard day that you have. You are one no away from your next Robin Packard. You're one no away from one of the X-twins. You're one no away from Jana Bullard, or you put that person in there, Hillary Brown. You're one no away from Hillary Brown. You're one no away from a Melissa Adams. You're one no away from a Kelly Grigg. One no from a Tammy Hall, from a Vicki Bronner. I mean, you're one no away from those people. So there's 3 things that I want to give you. Okay. Hope you got your pen and paper. And we talk about this all the time, but I think it's so important, because I think our mindset is what limits us. I think our mindset is obviously that's the thing that makes us want to quit, is between our ears. I say it all the time. Your mind is your biggest battlefield. Everything else is easy. If you can overcome your mind, then, oh my gosh, there's nothing that's going to stop you. So number one, get out of your own way. And you've got to quit making excuses. You've got to work for what you want. I've heard people in the last couple of weeks say, oh, well, I had company, or, oh, I had this happen, or I had to work, or this came up, or my basement flooded. I mean, whatever it is, those are excuses. Life is not going to stop, period. Nobody said this is going to be easy. So you're going to get out of this what you put into it. You've got to work your business every single day without fail. I don't care what else is going on in your life. Life is not going to stop. It's going to continue. You're always going to have problems. You are always going to find an excuse not to do this. Every single day, there's going to be excuses not to do it. So you've got to find time to prioritize this. You've got to make this important. And if this is important, then it will be a priority in your life, just like everything else that's important to you. So you have a choice of what you want out of this. And if you want it all, then you've got to bust your tail and get it, because nothing comes free. So if you don't have an accountability partner, I would urge you to find an accountability partner who's going to be real with you and is going to be strong when you're weak. And the days that you're weak, they're going to tell you to put your big girl panties on and do it anyways, or big boy panties on and do it anyways. Find that kind of accountability partner, but you can't have excuses and results. It's just, you've got to choose either one. Number two, make it about them and not you. Who are you not helping because you're not reaching out and telling people? And this is the other day, I don't even know what training I was on, but I was talking about, there's every single day, there's some mom that's crying in a bathroom stall at work because she'd rather be home raising her kids instead of working to pay somebody else to do it. And she's praying for an answer and a way to work at home. There's a man out there that's desperate to lose weight so he can roll around the floor with his kids or with his grandkids or feel sexy for his wife. Men have self-image issues also, not just women. And there's a lady who just got a report from her doctor that if something doesn't change, she won't be here next year. That was me. So you have the power to change lives. But if you don't reach out and you don't get out of your comfort zone and you don't be bold and you don't tell people what you have, then you could be the reason that their prayers don't get answered. So I would urge you to remember that fire you had when you first started screaming this from the rooftops, because every single person wouldn't be here unless you had that fire to begin with. So find that fire that you had, love what you have, know that it can help somebody, and go to work. Find it again, become that blaze, make it huge so that everybody sees it, but it's going to come from here and it's going to come from here. So number 3, wash, rinse, and repeat. Treat this like a muscle. The more you do it, the better you get at it and the easier it becomes. So whatever it is that you struggle with, do it over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. It doesn't matter what it is. I mean, if it's going live, do it over and over. Do it 3 times a day about something different. The thing that attracts most people are your F's. It's the fun, the family, the friends, the food, and the fur babies. Fine, you've got content. It's just getting out of your own head thinking, oh, they don't want to see me again. Oh my gosh, y'all, go look at how stupid my lives are. I mean, some of them are really, really dumb. I'm just going to tell you, but I don't care, because it's not about me. It's about the people that are watching me. And I've got people watching me. They watch all the stupid stuff, It doesn't matter. It makes me real to people. And that's the whole point, getting yourself out from behind a computer screen, and you're not words, you're an actual person that has emotion, and you're real, and people, they bring you with them, they start following you. They want to see, we're building a house. People are just holding on to every little thing, every video I post about that house. I mean, they're a part of it being built, every single person is a part of my journey, and I've allowed that. And I'm okay with that. I post about food. I've started doing lunchtime lives. So today was a dinner time live, but I'm bringing people on, and I'm practicing what I preach, because for a long time, all I did was the people who tagged me in posts, those were my Facebook posts. But I'm being intentional now, and I'm posting and going live on my own personal Facebook wall about Singular. I'm bringing people in for their testimonies. I'm doing food videos. I'm doing, of course, I'm doing the house building videos. Find the content. It doesn't matter what it is. Just find the content and do it so you become better at it. And the more you do it, the better and the better that you become. Don't worry about the people rolling their eyes at you. So I'll take 99 eye rolls for that one person that says yes. It's just like the strikeouts. Say no to me, because every no is going to get me closer to that next yes. Those that mind don't matter, and those that matter don't mind. And if you don't go after what you want, you're never going to have it. Don't worry about what people think. They don't pay your bills. They don't pay your bills. So if you don't ask, the answer is always going to be no. If you don't step forward, you're always going to stay in the exact same place that you are right now. So that's what you got to ask yourself. Do you want more than what you have right now? And the only way that you're going to get that is if you have the stickability, and you stick it out, and you don't quit, and you dig in, you believe that you can do it, you go to work, and you watch your dreams become a reality. That's what it takes. We've got a huge gift, we've got the winning lottery ticket. It's on a silver platter right in front of us. And we have to take action, and we have to actually do something with it. It's not just a windfall. It's not just going to happen. We've got to be intentional with what we're doing. We've got to work our butts off if we want it. And then right now, we've got a Cabo trip that every single one of you can earn. How hard are you working for that trip? How many unique accounts have you found? Are you intentionally searching for every single one of them? Have you written it out? Do you have a goal in order to go on that trip and find those quick start bonuses and find those rank advancements? The only person that's putting limits on that is you. If you say you can't do it, and if you don't believe that you can do it, you won't. But if you tell yourself you can, then you can. Because whatever you believe is what's going to happen. Remember, what I am is. So say, I am going to Cabo, and then you can achieve it. But if you've already set yourself up for defeat, you're not going to do it, because you already don't think you can. You've got to believe it. I'll give you my belief all day long, because I believe every single one of you can do hard things. I believe that you can attain anything that's set out. It's yours for the taking, but you have to believe it. And then you've got to go to work, and you've got to get it. You've got to make this a priority. And you've got to find the people who need you. Bless them, both physically and financially. Because the financial part of it is bigger than the physical part of it right now, I believe. With the economic crisis in our country right now, remember how we talked about it at the beginning? Our points are down. Find the people who need your business. The products are great. They'll work for them, but find the people who need your business. Start searching for business builders instead of searching for customers for your products. See what happens. So I just wanted to come on here and give you some stuff. And I don't want you to have that stickability. I don't want you to go anywhere. I want you to look at this long term and put in this. Your time's going to pass anyways. The time's going to pass anyways. And if you can help some people along the way until you hit until you find your next rock star, then help the people you can. And everything's going to be okay. And if you need some extra belief, if you have that urge to quit and you have that desire to quit, you get on the phone with somebody. And if you can't find anybody else to pick up the phone, call me. But I'm going to tell you, you're stupid. That's what I'm going to tell you. If you quit, you're stupid, because that's what was told to me when I was this close to giving up. And I'm so thankful that I had that person look at me in the eyeball and say, you're stupid if you quit. And I believed her. And I didn't do it. And now I'm here. And look at what God's blessed me with. And it's the only difference between me and you is I didn't give up on me. So has anybody got anything? I love y'all so much. This was a quick one. Anybody got anything?
This chick found 2 4-leaf clovers in a matter of 30 seconds tonight.
I thought it was gonna be a good day. Cynthia Evans is the one that said that to me, Kendra. Looked at me right and smack in the eyeball and said that to me. And that was after that, she became one of my best friends. And I actually talked to her that they were, Tony and Desiree came to the house today. That's who I was on the phone with when they came over. And she's my person, one of them. So anybody got anything they want to say? This was quick. I'm so proud of me. It's not even 9:30. Woo!
Thank
Knocked
you
it out.
for doing this. I appreciated it tonight. It was good.
Well, stick to it, sister. You got this.
Thanks, Melissa, for inviting us.
Well, you're so welcome. All right. Well, I guess we're going to close it out then. I am going to declare Ephesians 3:20 over every single one of you. God is going to do exceedingly and abundantly more than we can think or ask because we honor him. His blessings are going to chase us down and overtake us. We are in the right place at the right time. And I declare a boldness to rise up in every single one of you. God is going to open supernatural doors. People are going to seek us out and we are going to rise in the ranks because we give him the honor and glory for it all. I love y'all. Good night.
Amen. Good night.
Good night.
Good
Thank
night.
you.
Thank you.
Good night.